JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. 10-year-old son of policewoman killed in Manchester, two-vehicle crash. A 10-year-old boy died as a result of injuries he sustained in a two-vehicle crash in Christiana, Manchester, on Monday morning. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEB, Assistant Commissioner Gary McKenzie, provided the details surrounding the crash.
Right, so about 7 a.m. this morning, a Honda Fit driven by a female was proceeding towards Christiana along Sedberg Main Road, near to Homewood High School, when a Range Rover went to the right of the road, approaching in the opposite direction, and collided head-on with it. As a result of that, the lady that was in the Fit and a little boy, 10-year-old, was seriously injured as a result of the crash. Unfortunately, the 10-year-old has died, and the lady is very seriously injured.
The deceased has been identified as Trayvon Sanchez, was a student of the Christiana East Primary and Infant School in Manchester. The policewoman, who is a constable assigned to the Christiana Police Station, is currently in critical condition at the Percy Junior Hospital. Meanwhile, Transport Minister Daryl says the crash reiterates the urgency of a rural school bus service.
Very sad that on the first day of school, we have already lost one student in a traffic accident. Very, very distraught about it. Condolences to the entire family, school family, and of course, hoping and praying for the mother's recovery. But again, this reiterates the urgency that I'm putting on the introduction of the rural school bus service, because I realize that the form of transportation for these kids to go to school is just unbearable and unsustainable and actually dangerous by virtue of them being forced to have to take one or two taxis or buses to get to school. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to make a statement on it on the return to Parliament when Parliament reopens, as I'm in the final stages now of making a presentation to the Ministry of Finance and to Cabinet, as it is going to require substantial intervention from the government to fund such a rural school bus program. Again, condolences, and I'm making a special appeal. Please drive safely, not only when you have kids or children in the car, but when you have any Jamaican citizen. You are driving with your life and theirs.
18-year-old woman on the run after fatal stabbing in Manchester. An 18-year-old woman accused of fatally stabbing a 50-year-old man in Topcoffee Grove near Ports in Manchester on Saturday night remains on the run, even as threats have been made against her family in the now tense community. Police named the victim as Fitzroy Wilson, a farmer and resident of Topcoffee Grove. The police said at about 8:32 p.m., Wilson was sitting outside a shop near his home when he was attacked and stabbed multiple times, allegedly by the woman. Police said the woman fled the scene. Wilson was pronounced dead at hospital. Police said the woman's family has since been threatened. Sources said the family fled their home in the area following the incident. Williams delighted schools reopen on time despite Hurricane Beryl damage. Minister of Education and Youth, Favour Williams, said she is delighted to see schools across Jamaica reopening on the September 2 start date, considering the damage many institutions suffered during the passage of Hurricane Beryl in July. She was speaking on Monday during devotions for grade 7 students at Jamaica College. Williams praised the efforts of the ministry as the reason for schools opening on time today.
Our regional director is here as well. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back to school today all across Jamaica. Many of our schools, over 300 of them, suffered damage from Hurricane Beryl, JC included, but I am delighted to say with the work and the effort of the Ministry of Education and Youth across Jamaica, we have been able to get our schools back up and running for the first day of school today, Monday. And so I am delighted.
During a post-cabinet media briefing last Wednesday, she said there were 107 badly damaged schools which have been placed in the Priority 1 category, which will not be ready for reopening this week. She added that the 139 schools categorized as Priority 2, which are moderately damaged, and the 116 Priority 3 with minor damage could be repaired while school is in session. McKenzie Devastated over passing of Anion Town Councillor. Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond McKenzie, has expressed shock and sadness at the passing of councillor for the Anion Town Division in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Marjorie McLeod McFarlane. McLeod McFarlane died unexpectedly on Sunday after battling cancer for some time, I released it on Monday. I am shocked and devastated. These same emotions are being deeply felt in the Anion Town Division, in the Clarendon Northern constituency, and in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, McKenzie said. Councillor McLeod McFarlane was just not a dedicated elected representative, she was a trailblazer. She made history in the local government elections earlier this year when she won the Anion Town Division, a feat never before achieved by a Jamaica Labour Party candidate. Having caused this political earthquake, she went on to be an outstanding councillor, he added. McLeod McFarlane polled 1,403 votes to defeat the PNP's Delroy Dawson, 1,311 votes, a shock win for the JLP in the division. Her passing reduces the JLP's 12-10 majority in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation to a similar 11-10 margin. Her family and friends have lost a beautiful soul. We, her colleagues in the local government system and in the Jamaica Labour Party, have lost an unrelenting and compassionate advocate for the advancement of community life. No one expected her work to end so shortly after it had begun, McKenzie said. He went on to express condolences to McLeod McFarlane loved ones, stating, even as I express condolences to our loved ones, I feel the void that has been imposed on us by her sudden departure. We'll miss her, even as we pray that God's light will shine on her and His comfort will envelop all who knew her and will mourn her absence. Johnsall flood leaves residents suffering loss. Ricardo Chambers left his car at a community garage in Johnsall, St. James, on Saturday morning before heading to work. However, he did not imagine that the next time he would see the vehicle be on a video being washed away by flood waters. Midday workers saw one video skate on a toll, a light-hearted Chambers said on Sunday morning. Chambers is one of the many Johnsall residents who were left to pick up the pieces after Saturday afternoon's heavy rainfall. The residents were severely impacted by flood waters as consistent rainfall caused the nearby river to overflow its banks and flood the community. The area also experienced land seepage and broken trees of downed electric wires in sections of the community. On Sunday, Chambers, along with some of the men, was busy pulling the damaged vehicle from the river bank. Other residents were observed sweeping mud from their yards and the roadway and a truck to remove the large debris from the river. Chambers shared that this was the second major tragedy he has experienced since 2022 when he lost his home to a fire. In God we trust, me know the pain feel, and right now this a vanity. Me feel overwhelmed, but at least me can go home and sleep tonight. That is the greatest thing, he said. Though appearing to be emotionally strong, Chambers explained that he was disappointed by the damage caused to his Toyota motor car as he was preparing it for sale. Me have to smile in a certain circumstances because it's just life. But me frightened and start for at the same time because me just put a for sale sign on it and me have better plans. Me da go sell it and buy something else. But the greatest thing is that I'm working and me not lazy. So in God we trust. I can't live out God because He knows what He's doing, he said. At the same time, Joyce Tingling, a hairdresser in Johnsall, said she too has experienced a great loss. Tingling, also a resident of the community, was inside her board shop with a few clients when the rain started on Saturday afternoon. Noting that the parish has been experiencing consistent rainfall all week, she said nothing could have prepared them for what came next. We closed the door because whenever it rained, water beat on the front door. There was a little girl inside here, and she got to the window and look outside, and she said, "Oh my God, Auntie Joyce, the water come up to the bridge." Another customer looked out there and said it was true, Tingling recounted. She further shared that the women, while thinking quickly on their feet, exited the building through a side window. When she looked through the window, the water was coming up, so we couldn't do anything but run out. We couldn't go to the front door because we know the water around there, so she said. Everything get messed up. Me traumatized, Tingling added. In the meantime, Tingling's husband, Leo, is hoping to recover appliances and furniture that got wet inside the shop on Saturday. A whole heap of things get damaged. I'm not sure about the fridge and the other appliances, but I pull them up already to make sure the sun dry them out, he said. Furthermore, Jacqueline Dryden, a Johnsall resident, said that it was her first time experiencing such flooding in the 58 years she has been living in the community. Dryden's home is located directly beside the river, which flows through the community. My bed gone, my stove gone, and a couple of my food items gone too. It was the first time I ever see such flooding. The whole house flood out. Right now, I don't have shoes to put on my foot, and the other bed wet up too. Me see all car wash and tree stump in the road. The water even catch me on my waist. Dryden bemoaned. Errol Green confirmed as new permanent secretary in the Health Ministry. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has confirmed the appointment of Errol Green as its permanent secretary effective September 1. In welcoming Green to the role, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, said, "We look forward to his contribution to the planned programs and policy priorities of the ministry and to the new dimensions he will add as the government continues to work towards its vision of realizing the best health outcome for all Jamaicans." Green assumes the role, having previously served in the public health sector as regional director of the largest health authority, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, which oversees health services in Kingston and the St. Andrew, St. Thomas, and St. Catherine. He was also a former regional director for the Western Regional Health Authority and a former chief executive officer of the Kingston Public Hospital. Green also served as town clerk of the Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation and also served at the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.